Elan Vital, TV pilot. Excerpt by Maroun Rached. Interior police station, interrogation room, evening. Aiden is waiting in an interrogation room. One policeman is watching him. The door is left open, and we see people coming and going in the corridor.
Can I call my lawyer now?
The guard looks at him, then looks away without a word.
Incredible.
He suddenly sees Frank through the door's frame. Frank, holding some paper in his hand, is arguing vividly with another officer.
Hey, Frank! Hey, Frank!
Frank looks at him. He seems to conclude the argument with his colleague, then heads toward the interrogation room where Aiden is detained. He enters the room and closes the door behind him.
What the hell did you do, Aiden?
What? What do you mean?
This is a NIDA warrant. What would Anita want with you?
What? NIDA, as in the defense agency? Why on earth would they want me? Indeed, I have no idea.
This is serious, kid. What did you do? Have you been talking to someone you shouldn't be talking to?
Aiden seems to be thinking for a moment.
Frank, could you please call Martin?
Your lawyer can do shit about this. This is the Ministry of Defense we're talking about. The military. They have full jurisdiction. They're going to be here any minute now.
As he's speaking, the door opens. Two strongly built guards dressed in black intervention uniforms come in, followed by Nathan Kane wearing sunglasses and Bill Petrovsky.
Thank you, officers. We'll take it from here.
Both Frank and the officer guarding Aiden exit the room silently. One of the guards closes the door behind them and locks it. The other guard disconnects the room's intercom and unplugs the surveillance camera. Nathan sits in front of Aiden and opens a file on the table. Bill Petrovsky puts some papers and a pen in front of Aiden.
Mr. Sloan, we'd like you, first of all, to sign these confidentiality agreement. What you are about to hear is classified and might hold sensitive information.
I prefer if my lawyer took a look at this before I sign on anything, you know, just as,
Mr. Sloan, I'm not sure you fully understand the situation here. You see, I could detain you for as long as I want to. Question you, torture you, make you disappear for good. And nobody would ask me a damn question. This signature is really more of a token of your good faith. Are we clear?
Of course, if you put it this way.
He signs. Nathan opens the file in front of him and takes out photos of the suspect. He shows one to Aiden.
Mr. Sloan, do you know this man?
Nope, never saw him in my life.
Okay. Mr. Sloan, what can you tell us about telekinesis?
Is this a joke?
Does it look like we're joking?
No, not really. No, well, telekinesis, it's a myth, obviously. The ability to move things with your mind, right?
We know you followed Zhelong Wei's courses. Please don't tell us it's a myth. We know you no more.
Aiden bites his lips with the expression of a kid caught lying. Nathan is looking at him straight in the eyes. Bill tries to smooth things down.
Mr. Sloan, a dangerous criminal might be using the same techniques you learned from Wei to commit terrorist acts. We need you to tell us more about them.
That was years ago, 7 or 8 years. I don't remember anything from that training.
How can someone forget a training? It's in your bones. For example, I can never forget my military training. It's become part of my reflexes.
Look, I have a very quiet life. I don't want to go into all this.
You don't want to, or you don't remember?
Sorry, I can't help you. Do what you need to do.
Nathan takes a large breath, trying to calm down his anger. Then he calmly gets up from his chair, takes a paper cup from a water dispenser nearby, and places it on the table, far from Aiden's reach.
Mr. Sloan, I think you lack the proper incentive. Withholding information essential to national security is a serious offense, punishable by death in martial law.
While talking, Nathan heads towards one of the armed guards.
Your sidearm, please.
Bill gets up from his chair, trying to talk Nathan out of this bad idea.
Nathan, maybe we...
Please, Bill!
Nathan is now in possession of the guard's gun.
Mr. Sloan, move this paper cup from where you are, or I'll shoot you.
Aiden looks at Nathan in disbelief.
I won't kill you, but a bullet in your thigh will hurt like a bitch.
Nathan aims the gun at Aiden's thigh. Aiden, unsure whether to believe him or not, seems terrorized. He looks at the paper cup.
This is completely unnecessary.
You can't do this. It's illegal.
It is within the NIDA's right to torture a suspect in any way it deems fit in order to obtain information capable of saving American lives. I will shoot you if you don't move this cup.
Aiden, with both his hands on the table, is sweating from fear. He's gazing at the paper cup. Bill is holding his forehead with his hand. Nathan is pressing now the tip of his gun against Aiden's thigh.
Reach into that gut of yours. Pull out that trick. Or, on the count of 3, I will shoot. 1.
Aiden is gazing at the paper cup. A drop of sweat slowly rolls down his temple. His right hand is shaking.
2.
Aiden slowly opens his right hand, its palm now facing the paper cup. The shaking has stopped. The hand is now tense.
3.
Nathan has barely finished speaking when the paper cup is pushed, like hit by the flick of an invisible finger. It falls down on the floor. Everyone looks at the paper cup with disbelief. Nathan gives the gun back to the guard.
Mr. Sloan, you are, as of right now, recruited by the NIDA for an indefinite period of time.
Recruited?
Recruited, enrolled, if you prefer. According to Article 16, Section 5.3 of the National Defense Act, you are obliged to help us due to a unique knowledge or skill of yours in a given situation. I believe this qualifies as such. Let's go.
He puts his sunglasses back on and leaves the room with the guards. Bill is following them while still talking to Aiden.
Don't worry, you'll get maximum wage and a great dental plan. We'll pick you up tomorrow at 8 a.m. sharp.
Interior police station continuous. Frank is talking to a guard from NIDA dressed in a black intervention suit like the 2 men assisting in Aiden's interrogation.
Come on, man. What are the charges against this kid?
I have no idea, sir.
Suddenly, the interrogation room doors open and the NIDA personnel gets out, followed a bit later by Aiden. Frank rushes to talk to Aiden.
Hey, what happened? Is everything okay?
Yeah, everything's fine, I guess. They just want me to consult with them on something.
Consult on what? Herbal tea varieties?
Very funny, Frank. Well, it's... Actually, I shouldn't be talking about this, but it's fine.
Well, glad to hear everything's okay, kid.